I'm over, I'm dead. Pogba doesn't exist anymore.
Pogba was simply pure magic. You could spend hours watching his spectacular skills, long shots, passes, and of course, celebrations. In the early 2010s, he was the shooting star of football, but the golden boy of 2013 was never able to fulfill his full potential, at least not at club level. But now, he's finally back, so the question is, how good was prime Paul Pogba?
Steiner allowed to just hit at that ball without a challenge, and then the driven shot! What a goal!
Paul Pogba was born in 1993 to Guinean parents in the Parisian suburb of Roissy-en-Brie. There he played for local clubs until he made the move to AC Le Havre. At the age of 16, he was spotted by Man United scouts and joined the Red Devils youth team in 2009. He made his debut there at the age of 18 in September of the 2011-12 season, but only made 8 appearances until the end of the year, and then left Manchester for Turin on a free transfer. It was not to be the last time he moved on a free transfer to the Old Lady. In Turin, the 20-year-old established himself as a regular after just half a season, and together with Andrea Pirlo and Arturo Vidal created one of the best midfield trios in the world. Pirlo himself said, "Pogba was the best young player I've ever seen." Pogba really blossomed at Juventus. He controlled the game with his physicality, his passing and his breathtaking skills. When Pogba scored a goal, it was always a screamer. That was tradition. It was not for nothing that he received the Golden Boy Award in 2013. Pogba also established himself in the national team in 2013, where he was to play a massive role in the years to come. At the 2014 World Cup, he was voted the best young player of the tournament, despite being knocked out early. In his 4 years at Juventus, Pogba played fantastic football. You can't call it anything else. It was simply wonderful. He had around 20 scores every year, and that as a midfielder. He won 4 Serie A titles, 2 Coppa Italia and 3 Supercoppa titles, and made it to the Champions League final with Juventus in the 2014-15 season, in which they were beaten by the overpowering Barcelona with the MSN trio. Pogba was nevertheless voted into the team of the season. In the 2015-16 season, however, Juventus were eliminated in the round of 16 against Bayern, and after losing the Euro final, Pogba announced his departure. The now 24-year-old moved back to Manchester United for the then record sum of 105 million euros. For many, this is still a questionable move today, as Juventus really blossomed again with Pogba and was one of the absolute top clubs in Europe, while Man U was already on a downward trend and was no longer one of the best clubs in footballing terms. But that is exactly why Pogba was signed. He was supposed to lead Manchester United back to their former glory days as a superstar, with his former teammates and good friends Lingard, Rashford and co. In his first season with star coach Jose Mourinho, United only finished 6th in the league, but they won the Europa League and Pogba was voted as the best player. They finished runner-up in the second season, and Pogba was one of the most important players to win the World Cup in the summer of 2018. At 25, you could say Pogba was at the peak of his career. And don't forget that. The good relationship with Mourinho had already broken down before the World Cup, and Pogba was often seen on the bench. He was suddenly accused of having lost his focus on football due to his lifestyle and his many hairstyles. In general, more and more often in the following years. After Mourinho came Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Pogba played world-class football again, producing 23 scorers in the league alone, statistically the best season of Pogba's career. Man U finished runner-up again. Under Solskjaer, Pogba played in a more attacking position than under Mourinho, which he already played in Turin and for the national team. But from the next season onwards, things went downhill for him. He got injured more and more often and missed many games in the league. United changed their coach 3 times in 3 seasons. When Pogba played, he was still world class. but he did not extend his contract and returned to Juve on a free transfer in the 2022-23 season. There, however, he was seriously injured again and missed almost the entire first season, before being banned for 4 years after doping at the beginning of the second. He will officially be able to play again at the beginning of 2025, as his sentence was reduced from 4 years to 18 months. Talks are already underway to terminate his contract with Juventus. Pogba's prime was at Juventus, but it should be mentioned that Pogba also later played world class for the national team, which is why Manchester United were always criticized for simply using Pogba in the wrong position. He had to play too defensively and was therefore unable to show off his abilities. We probably don't need to show you what Pogba could do with the ball, you already know that. But what do you think? Will prime Pogba come back, or do you think his career at top level is over? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, and see you